Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Tito's Comics and Collectibles. So this week we got all kinds of stuff going on. We got new comic book day pickups, some back issue pickups, thrift store pickups, and the Let Go app. I met somebody and picked up 21 books from him for 20 bucks. And then I also wanted to mention, as you guys can see, I made the list. So far we have 14 people that entered into my contest. And if this is your first time hearing about it, basically once I get to 150 subscribers, I'll be doing a random drawing of 3 different people, and I'll be sending out books to those 3 different people. But all you have to do to enter my contest is comment in the comment section in any of my videos who your 3 favorite superheroes are. But so far I have 14 people that entered. So if you do not see your name on either of those 2 boards there, please let me know and I'll add it to it, and I'll backtrack to see who your superheroes were. If not, feel free to comment again. But I'm pretty sure I got everybody. So far there's 14. But wait no more, I want to get this haul started just because it's going to be a lot of stuff here. It's about 45 books. And also last night, today's Friday, but yesterday, I ended up going to see the premiere of Captain Marvel. And I actually went with one of my local comic book shops with a bunch of guys in there. It was Twilight Zone Comics here in Glen Burnie, Maryland. If you never heard of them, you should check them out. They got awesome stuff. They got awesome prices. You can't beat it. Their variants, they pretty much sell for cover price unless they're like incentives. But even then, you get awesome deals. I actually got 2 incentives in this haul, a 1 in 25 and a 1 in 10. But last night at the premiere, Twilight Zone Comics gave out some grab bags, and I thought it was pretty cool. Shout out to Robert. He actually gave me, I'm gonna give a shout out to the owner, is Bumper, and then some of his workers is Robert, Esvin, and Scott. And Robert actually yesterday hooked me up with 2 grab bags. I started to walk off into the theater with my first one, and he was like, "Here, take one for your son, bro." So I thought that was pretty cool. He didn't have to do that. But in these grab bags, it's pretty cool. They basically gave out there was the Captain Marvel preview that was in there. I already had one of these, but now I have 3 of them. And then this I thought was really awesome. And they put a comic book in there also, The Life of Captain Marvel, #1. And this is the art germ. And these things are 9.8s. They are perfect condition. And what's funny is I used to have this book, and I actually got rid of it. I sold it to somebody, but now I have 2 more copies. But I'm going to keep one for my son I'll never get rid of, and then mine I'll probably use as trade bait or sell or give it away in a contest or something. We'll see what happens. But also, while I've been up there at Twilight, I was up there twice this week. Once to pick up my tickets and once to pick up my new books for as far as variants. I try to get all my variants from them just because, like I said, they pretty much sell them for cover price. Not like other places like to jack up their prices. But I got a couple back issues from them. Actually, a few of them. And one of the books I got was on my want list. If you guys heard me, I'll get to that in a second. But you guys may have heard me talk about one of these books before. But I'll get to that in a second here. But I was able to get this and I missed. And I actually have Thanos 1 through 18. As you guys know, I have Cosmic Ghost Rider his first appearance, which is number 13. I have all of them 1 through 18 except for number 6 I'm missing. And this is number 17, which is the 3rd printing, which is cool because I got all of the 17s except for that one I had. So now it's cool to fill that gap. And this next one is Thanos number 15, but this is the 4th printing. It's another one I was missing as far as printings go. But I do have 15 at a CGC 9.8. And that is actually the issue that Cosmic Ghost Riders revealed to be Frank Castle. And then I got another back issue I picked up from them that I did not have, which was awesome. I love this cover. And this is Deadpool Games of Death. And this is a one-shot. Pretty crazy looking cover. Him holding the teddy bear. Teddy bear is all shot up. And that's actually a Greg Land cover. And here's the one that I was excited about. Most people wouldn't care because this is just a regular book in the run, but it's one of the 2 I was missing in my Spider-Man vs. Deadpool. You guys may have heard in my recent videos I talk about how I was missing number 11 and number 15. Well, I now have number 11. So I was pretty stoked to finally fill that gap. Now I'm only missing one more, and that's number 15. And I will have 1 through 46. And as we know, 47, 48, 49, and 50 have not come out yet. But the series is going to stop at 50. But yeah, so that was the back issues and the free comics they gave out at the Marvel premiere movie, Captain Marvel movie yesterday. And I will say the movie was phenomenal. I won't say any spoilers or nothing, but I loved the movie. It surprised me. It was better than I thought it was going to be. And there was actually a twist in the movie that came out of nowhere. It surprised me, I know that. But I thought that was cool. That's all I'll say about the movie. But definitely I recommend going to see Captain Marvel. It's better than what people or critics or whoever was saying it wasn't going to be nothing. But now we're on to my new comic book day comics. And I only picked up one DC comic this week, and it was basically for a cover buy. And like I said, I'll probably end up trading, selling, or giving this one away. We'll see what happens. But this is Harley Quinn number 59, and this is the Derek Chew cover. He is on fire right now. And actually, I'll give you guys a close-up so you can see it sideways. Try to get rid of that glare. It's an awesome cover, pretty cool. That's the Derek Chew variant, and that's Harley Quinn number 59. And then I'll get on to some more of my new books I picked up from this week, this last Wednesday. And this is The Amazing Spider-Man 16.HU. I'm not sure what the HU stands for, but this is a Greg Land cover, another beautiful cover of Black Cat and Spider-Man. And speaking of Spider-Man, this next one is already sold out at Midtown. I actually got 3 books this week that already sold out at Midtown and on other websites. But this is the Mark Brooks variant of Conan the Barbarian number 4. That's Conan the Barbarian number 4. And that's the variant, Mark Brooks variant. But that's a phenomenal cover with Spider-Man and Red Goblin. And there's a lot of rumors going on right now that Red Goblin's going to be appearing again soon here. We'll see what happens. I really hope so, because I love that character. And another Spider-Man here, and that's actually the Spider-Man villains. They're doing a bunch of different variants and different titles. They're called Spider-Man villains, and this next one's also a Spider-Man villains, but this is the Greg Hildebrandt variant cover for Earth's Mightiest Heroes, the Avengers number 16, Legacy number 706. Another awesome variant, pretty cool. Looks like Spider-Man just punched Green Goblin in the mouth. And then this next one is also sold out at Midtown. And I was actually pretty stoked to get this one because they only had one at the shop. And I was there 15 minutes before they even opened. And I was the first guy in the door. I actually had my son with me, my 2-year-old son. I was actually kind of nervous about taking him, but it worked out pretty good. He behaved. But this next one is Meet the Skrulls, and this is the Scotty Young variant, but this one is sold out on Midtown and a couple other websites already, so I was really stoked to get that. And when I first grabbed it, I grabbed it because it reminded me of Spider-Man, the cover, whatever. Like, it has a mashup of, you got Captain America, Thing, Wolverine, Iron Man, Spider-Man, but I liked how he was hanging like that, so I got it. I didn't realize it was going to be a hot cover and be sold out already. Then this next book I did finally add to my pull list. I was stubborn for a while and I wasn't going to add it because I don't really collect Hawk, but I figured I'd do something with this down the line. We'll see. Maybe trade, sell, or something, or give it away. But I'm actually backtracking now, and this is the Immortal Hawk number 14. And that's those beautiful Alex Ross covers. That's Legacy number 731. And I showed in one of my Mega Haul videos. I can't remember which one it was. It may have been 3 or 4. And I had picked up number 2 and 3 in there. And I already own Avengers 684, which is his first appearance of Immortal Hawk. I have the regular cover and the Scotty Young cover for that, 684, Avengers 684. But now that I got this, I'm happy because now I'm going to keep it moving, and now I just need to backtrack and try to find the rest here. And then next, I got, you guys know, so being a Spider-Man, Deadpool, Cosmic Ghost Rider fan, this was a huge week for me. There was a lot of stuff that came out. My wallet definitely felt it. But this right here is the Geraldo Defino cover of Cosmic Ghost Rider Destroys Marvel History. And I did get all of these. Actually, you know what? Let me move this stack here. And then I'll get to the Cosmic Ghost Riders. But this is the Geraldo Defino cover. That's the regular A cover. And this next one is also sold out at Midtown. And this is the B cover. And this is a Ron Lim variant, which is phenomenal, as it shows the progression of from Frank Castle becoming Ghost Rider, Frank Castle becoming Ghost Rider, and then him becoming Cosmic Ghost Rider. But this one is also sold out at Midtown and many other places. And then next I have, this is the 1 in 10, and this is the Carlos Pacheco cover, and this is a 1 in 10 incentive variant. I was pretty happy to pick that up. And actually, when I grabbed that one, I didn't realize it was the 1 in 10 until one of the guys at the shop told me. And they only did have 2 of them, and I got one. I was pretty stoked about that. But this next one is the 1 in 25, and this is one that I have not seen in anybody's videos. I watched a lot of you guys' new comic book day pickup videos, and this is the only one I haven't seen. I don't know if it's because of who the artist is. Nobody cares for him, but as a Deadpool fan, I got love for him. And that is the Rob Liefeld variant. The 1 in 25, Rob Liefeld. You see, he did stay away from making feet here, so it don't look bad, but it came out pretty cool. I like it. That's the 1 in 25. Like I said, I did get all the covers except for the 1 in 50. And the 1 in 50 is by Jerome Opeña. And that one I did not get, but I do want it because it has the black suit Spider-Man on the cover. So I did get 4 of the 5 covers that were possible this week for that. And then next here, I'm going to get on to, hold on a second here. Oh, I still have actually a couple more new comic book day pickups. And that's Deadpool number 10. Which, as everybody by now, if you don't know, this is the first appearance of Good Night. And then I also did get the Nick Bradshaw variant. This is Deadpool number 10 also. Legacy number 310. And that's another Spidey Villains variant, which is pretty cool. So now I'll get on to the thrift store pickups. I got a few pickups from that thrift store, as you guys may have heard me talk about before, where I pay $2 a book at. But I did find some scarce stuff or rare books there this time around. And I actually put a couple to the side for next time for when I go. And the first one is Peter Porker number 3. And this one's actually a little beat up, pretty bad. But I figured hopefully one day I can get an upgraded copy. But they're pretty scarce, so I just grabbed it anyways. Normally I would not pay more than 50 cents or $1 for something like that beat up. But I paid $2 for it, but it's okay. But that's the first appearance of Iron Mouse. So it's supposed to be like Iron Man, except it's Iron Mouse. And then I have Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Man. This is also part of that run. There's 17 books in these series total, and I believe I have 5 or 6 of them. Maybe 5. And this one is actually number 6. And this is the first appearance of Awful Flight team. Pretty much, I think they're making fun of Alpha Flight. But this is the first appearance of the Awful Flight team. Looks like that's who's got him surrounded. I'm not sure who's got him surrounded. I'm not sure if that's them, though. I did not open it up. But these next 2 here are books that I was really stoked to get to. And this is also the Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham. And this is number 12. This one is also pretty beat up, pretty bad. It's actually got a Baltimore County Public Library stamp on it. But that one is the first appearance of Galactopus. It's also scarce. And the thing with these borders are here, with the borders going around it here, is it's the Marvel 25th anniversary border. But and it's the anniversary which celebrates 25 years of Marvel having been intentionally named, or initially they were named Timely in 1939, before changing to Atlas in 1951, and then finally settling on the name Marvel in 1961. So it's pretty cool. But I'm chasing all of these. I know there's maybe about 20 of them, but I was able to get another one today, or when I got those Peter Parkers. And this one is Iron Man 212, which is in excellent condition, pretty awesome. And I actually put 2 more to the side with those same borders. He's holding them for me. I just got to go back and get them. Like I said, this was a big week for me. I bought a lot of books. There's a lot going on. And then I'll get next, I'm going to get to the Let Go books, the apps, or the Let Go app. I hit somebody up on Let Go. And there was one book that I went there for. And once I got there, I realized he had a lot more stuff that I wanted or that I was missing. And the first book he had that I was missing and I've been looking for is The Deadly Foes of Spider-Man #1. And this is part of a 4-book series. I actually have #4 and now #1. So I'm missing 2 and 3. And then this one I just got more of like a cover by, and I actually paid $20 for 21 books off this guy on the Let Go app. But so I got them for less than $1 a piece, a little bit less than $1 a piece. And I also got a stack of Marvel cards from him of like Deadpool, Spider-Man, a bunch of Spider-Man villains. But that's Cable #16. And then this next one, I have the #1, which is the #1 of this. This is 2099 Unlimited, and this is the #2. I was missing #2. This is a 10-book series, but I have the #1. The #1 is the first appearance of Hulk 2099. And then this next one I thought was pretty cool that I got from him. This is Spider-Man Adventures #1, but this is the B cover, and this is a foil variant. It's pretty cool. But this is the whole reason why I went there. I seen he made the post, and he mostly showed the Mighty Mouse books and whatnot. Mighty Mouse, and I can't remember what else he showed. It was another cartoon that I didn't care about. I can't even remember. So he didn't have none of these other ones I showed at first in the pictures, but they were there. And that's why I recommend, if you ever see somebody selling comic books, and just because they don't have nothing you recognize or like in the pictures, always ask them if they have more. Because you never know what you'll end up with or you'll run into. But that's the whole reason why I went there to meet him, was for this Mighty Mouse #6, which is a Todd McFarlane cover. I have had this in the past, but I actually end up selling it, which I regret, because now I would have 2 copies. And then I also got these off of him, which I was missing, which I was pretty stoked to pick up. Like I said, pay less than $1 for all of these, maybe about 90 cents or something like that. I'm not sure how would I do the math, maybe 95. And then this is Venom, The Madness, #3. And this is a 3-book series. And this is #2 and #1. So I got all 3 of them. I was pretty stoked. I was missing those. Venom Madness, #1, 2, and 3. And then these next ones are also Venom. And this is Venom, the Funeral Pyre. I'm not exactly sure how you say that, but that's the #2. And then #1, which is, you gotta love it, some of that 90s gimmicky foil hologram or foil covers. And then this next one's pretty cool. I'm glad I used the Key Collector app for this. Shout out to Nick. And this is Darkwing Duck #1. And this is his first appearance in the comic books. It's pretty awesome. There goes another 90s gimmicky foil cover, but this one's probably, or it's definitely got to be like a 9.8, 9.6. This is X-Men Omega, and this is pretty much a one-shot, but there's a number, or not a number, but there's another version of this where it's the gold version, where X-Men would be in gold, and that one's worth a little more. Some more 90s foil goodness. Avengers #69. Probably can't even tell what the cover is, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And this lot wouldn't be complete without a X-Men #1 Jim Lee cover. And then these next 6 are all the hologram covers of the story Fatal Attractions. And they are all the green ones, so they're not the rare ones. But we got X-Men 304, Wolverine 75, X-Force 25, X-Men 25, and then Excalibur 71. So there are 6 of these that exist, and they jump on different titles, or they're all over. And I did get all 6, and this is the 6th one, and that's X Factor number 92. And then last but not least, I did pick this up again. If you guys watched one of my Mega Haul videos about the Marvel books, I talked about how I had this book 3 times now, and now I got it for the 4th time. It just keeps coming back to me. Every time I get rid of it, it comes back to me. And this is the first appearance of Omega Red, X-Men number 4, the Jim Lee cover. Pretty cool though. But if you stuck around this long, I appreciate it. And if you haven't already, subscribe, like, and share. Have a great day, everyone.